Hey guys, this is Aaron, and I play Magic way too much. Okay, so I wanted to actually log in with you guys and see where we ended up. I woke up at 1 o'clock, which is the time that it refreshes here, and I played the last three Merkel's Challenge battles, and I did miss 1 point, and so I ended up with 104 out of 105. And at the time, that put me third on the list, and I kind of want to see where that third on the list of people with 104. Okay, so and that was like 12th place, and then I checked a few minutes later, and it was like 20th. So let's see where I actually ended up, and then I want to talk about a few other things. So I ended up 35th. So that's kind of, I'm in platinum. It's a really tough league. I kind of want to show you that missing 1 point gets you 35th. So I was hoping to be in the top 25, and that would have been really good. So I have this. I actually have 2 or 3 copies of Designs, and that's an okay card. Actually, I really tried to use that card when I was making a deck with no spells, and that was I tried it and it didn't work when I was doing like a black deck with no spells, trying to use Liliana 2 and some of the kill creature supports and things like that. So pretty basic. You guys all open packs all the time. Yesterday I came in, I had a perfect score and ended up like 12th or 13th, and I opened 4 packs and didn't get much. But I just want to show you one other thing. I want to show you what I'm working on in the game. So right now, what I'm really trying to do is make the most out of story mode. Okay, and right now I'm trying to master my cards. So if we look at the profile, I have 745 cards mastered. A few videos ago, I had 600 and some when I talked about cards. But what I'm doing is with Nahari, that's who I'm working on now, I found a really good combination. And what I do is these first 3 cards, so Suppression Bond, Smite the Monsters, and Humble the Brute, are always the same. And then the last 7 are just cards that are random. I do my Mythics first, Rare second, Uncommons, because... Oh, and I want to show one of them. So that's the combination I use. And then I already went through and got my Kyora, and I found that if I use Disperse and Anchor the Ether, Anchor to the Ether, it works out. So I can win any battle that I'll show you here in a second with just those 2 cards and other randoms. And so I only have 39 cards that are not mastered. And actually, there's a few new ones because of the new set. But that started at like 100. And so I powered through and got those. And actually, I noticed that a lot of there's a lot of creatures, and so all those are creatures, and I can only have 5 creatures in there. Okay, so when I'm mastering the white and red cards, I'm playing against Gideon, and Gideon has about 4 creatures in their deck, and it works out well because I'm matching white, and I'm taking like their matches away, if that makes sense. And then when I'm using Kyora with the green blue, I'm playing this Nisa, and they have the same 4 creatures, and maybe it's different 4 creatures, but it's they're all kind of junky. And there's a 7/7 kind of wall essentially that they play. I forget the name because it's not worth much. But I want to really say that story mode, if you're trying to master cards, is really good. If you're trying to get runes, is really good. If you're trying to play and get all of the crystals, I think that it is just really underrated. And I think that it's really worth going through. So, like, let's say you have a planeswalker that's at a really low level. You're trying to master them up, or trying to get them to level 60 really quickly. Well, you play story mode, you master some cards, and you get a bunch of runes. And you're doing 2 things at once. If you're trying to test a deck, the first 3 or 4 battles I always do in story mode. I go through each one, maybe 5 or 6 battles, go through each one and see how it goes. And again, I really like this first one. So today I just kind of wanted to show how difficult it is to be in the top 25. I wanted to show story mode, how valuable it is, and how I master cards, and that I really see a lot of value in mastering the cards. we'll see what happens. If when they come out with a new league, if there's something over platinum, I noticed that I was always in the first kind of tier, and when they came out with gold, I remember that I was like one of the first people in, and there was like 15 people in the league on that first battle day, and I got like a mythic or two because I was always in the top. Because it's only competing with like 15 people at the first one, and then like 100, and then whatever. And now in platinum, when I went there, it was the same thing. Maybe there's 100 people, and I think when it goes again, there's not going to be that many. So it might be tougher competition, but there's way less people. Um, and there you go, guys. I just kind of want to check in. Have a wonderful day. Good luck in the event. A new event's going to start here in an hour. I think it's Terrors in the Shadows, and I'll make a video about that. Nodes of Power, pardon me. Um, and again, you get 55 if you're in platinum, and 45. So it's a difference of 10, and that adds up because there's so many different events. So over the course of a week, it's 100 or 150 crystals. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.